The path of knowledge is the way to Jannah. The path of knowledge is the way to Jannah. Jannah.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. The summary of hadith, بالخلاصة, is summary. It is mentioned that the one who sent one durood in the court of our beloved master, then by him doing so, Allah Rabbul Izzati wal Jalal will send such 10 special mercy to the one who sent that durood. This is a virtue of durood and salatu and salam upon our beloved master. I once again welcome you, viewers of Madani Channel, to this motivational, inspiring silsila, the path to knowledge. Now we still continue, it is the same silsila, the path of knowledge, wherein we will now try to look to something which is important as we promised. Now, as we said in the last episode, when the going gets higher, when the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. Now, when the car is now in the freeway, the more the driver will accelerate. So now, we have now tried to bring some awesome proof, some awesome poems, whereby it is going to be inspiration. Because why people, they don't do things is that they are not motivated. I still remember when we were at school that they used to send for us those, motivational speakers. I mean, the people who used to, career guiders, we used to have career guidance whereby people, they will be used to be motivated in order for them to undertake a journey on a certain course. So you find that most children who were inspired or who were motivated by anything, they used to aspire for that thing. In most cases, we normally talk about knowledge. We say it's compulsory. Knowledge is compulsory. Knowledge is farad. That many brothers, they are scared to seek knowledge. Why? They think that maybe it's a burden. People, when they display it as a burden. But in this episode, we are going to discuss the virtues of knowledge, the fada'il of knowledge. If we listen to this fada'il, I think for all ibadah, that is my research, for all ibadah, there is no any ibadah which have got more virtues than knowledge, ilm. There is no any ibadah which have got virtues, which have got fada'il, which have got superiority, which have got fruits than knowledge. And I want you to bear in mind that, as I said, it's a principle in this world that the more important the thing, the more challenge or the more surrounding the fence on it is. We gave that time an example. I want to repeat it and try to shed more light on it. The example of minerals, that you find that one of the most expensive mineral is diamond. The diamond mine, that is one of the deepest mine. Diamond is found deep under the ground. It is a special stone, of course, but it is found deep under the ground. You need effort to go deep under the ground. That is one of the deepest mineral. But you need to go under there. But when it comes out, people, they do it because they know the virtues of diamond. That is a precious stone. It's a stone whereby if it have got more carats, you will sell it easily. A sample of knowledge, exactly how it is. Knowledge is more than this diamonds. If people, they were to know the virtues of the diamonds, all these mines of diamonds will be, converted to be the Islamic universities. So, beloved brothers, we once welcome you again to this episode. Inshallah, is our norm, before set the table or before we start to set the speech or the topic today or our lesson today rolling, let us try to do so by reviving our intention, bearing in mind that we normally hear Amir Sunnah wal Jama'ah normally quotes that Niyatul mu'min khayru min amalihi. The intention of a believer is better than his action. Let me try to take this opportunity to revive my intention that all these episodes, we must try to deliver them for the pleasure of Allah Rabbul Izzat wal Jalal. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala try to aid us that we must try to check our intention. The one who turns the hearts, may He keep my heart steadfast whilst I'm delivering these episodes. You as listener, as we normally said, try to pay attention. Try to listen from beginning to the end. Follow up an episode with an episode. A single rain does not constitute the rain season. So in order for you to benefit, try to follow it up an episode with another episode. So now, going straight to the point in discussion, today I want to start with the words of a poet. I did so when I was mentioning previously on the previous episode that in order for you to have an objective discussion, first of all, try to introduce. And after introduction, go to definition. And after definition, go and talk about the merits. We are doing so because this is a golden principle. A poet said, because there are 10 things which I said that we must know for each and every topic or for each and every subject, be it in each and every science. This was composed for sciences, but me, I'm putting it in particular because knowledge is vast. I can call it, it's a science on its own. It's a discipline on its own knowledge. It's very vast. Al-ilmu kal-bahar. Knowledge is like an ocean. It's like a sea. You won't see its shores. Okay, so they say that there are 10 things which you must know before studying anything. Today I am going to recite. One poet put those 10 things in three verses. He summarized all of them in 3 verses. He said, Inna mabadi kulli fanni ashara. Inna mabadi kulli fanni ashara. Al-haddu wal-mawdu'u thumma thamara. That is the first rhyming. Then he goes and says, وَفَضْلُهُ وَنَسَبَةٌ وَالْوَاضِعُ وَفَضْلُهُ وَنَسَبَةٌ وَالْوَاضِعُ وَالْإِسْمُ وَالْإِسْتِمْدَادُ ثُمَّ حُكْمُ الشَّارِعُ وَالْإِسْمُ وَالْإِسْتِمْدَادُ حُكْمُ الشَّارِعُ. Then he says in the last stanza, مسائل والبعض بالبعض اكتفى ومن دار جميعا حاز شرفا. Let us try to explain it a little bit. إن مبادئ كل فن عشرة. Indeed, the foundation for studying anything, you must know 10 things. Actually, they were referring to the sciences of Islamic study, or let me say any science in general, but normally this is what you come across if you are about to study usulul fiqh. They say that the principles laying under each and every discipline is that a student of knowledge must know 10 things before embarking in any type of knowledge. You must know 10 things. Al-mabadi, it means the foundation. Kullu, every fanni, every science, every art. Fan, it's a art. Like they say that tafannana wa likulli fan rijal. Fan, it's an art. So here it means a discipline, a science. Ashara, there are 10 things you must know. Al-haddu, the first one is al-haddu. What is al-haddu? Al-haddu is the definition, the proper definition. We did that on the previous episode. I'm not going to repeat. We did give the proper definition of what is ilm, what is knowledge. Okay, then from there, wal-mawdu'u. Mawdu'u, it means the subject matter of that science. Okay, the subject matter of what you are about to study, the subject matter of it. That is al-mawdu'u. What is it concerning? Then after al-mawdu'u, then we say that thumma thamara. Then after that, a thamara is the fruit. Thamara, in Arabic, it's a fruit. Thamaratun, it's a fruit. But what do we mean? The fruit here, it means the benefit which you get from you studying that science. The benefit which you get for you studying that thing. So here in particular, the benefit, the fruits which you get when you study the Islamic knowledge. So today the episode is going to only single out the fruits which one gets when he studied the Islamic knowledge. And I say that if we know these things, I think all of us were going to be inspired, that we are going to be talibul al-ilm, the seekers of knowledge. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless one and all. Then we say that the fourth, al-fadl, the fourth is al-fadl. Al-fadl, it means the merit, the merit of it, the advantage of it, the advantage of you having Islamic knowledge, we are going to mention. Then number 5 is the nisbah. The nisbah, it means the position it takes from other sciences. The position knowledge takes from any other act of worship. What is this position? As I explained, that it's shart. It's a condition for each and every act of ibadah. Knowledge is the shart. You want to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala except that you must have good knowledge. Then number 6, al-wadi', the inventor, the one who invented it. Then number 7, which is not important for us for now, al-ismu, the name of the science, the name which we give to it. Number 8, al-istimdad. Al-istimdad, it means the sources where that knowledge comes from. Al-istimdad, you must know al-istimdad, that which sources which you must rely on if you are a student of knowledge. You must know where to quote from. That's why they say that inna hadha al-ilm deen. This knowledge is religion. Fandur amman ta'akhuduna deenakum. You must be away from where you are picking your knowledge. You must be choosy from where you're picking your knowledge. And then of course number 9, hukmu shari'. The hukmu shari', it means it's Islamic ruling. We give the term that talabul ilm faridah. Talabul ilm faridah. It is farad. Some knowledge are farad for each and every one of us to know. Before we meet Rabbul Izzat wal Jalal, we must know it in this dunya. That's why the dunya is called Darut Taklif. It is the place whereby we must act, the place of action. And the year after is the place of al-hisab. So I'm trying to say that we must seek it in this dunya, and its ruling is that some of the knowledge is compulsory and some of them they are praiseworthy. Sometimes we can say that some is faradul kifaya and some the faradul ain, we mentioned like that. Al-masail, it means the issue which knowledge tackle. It normally tackle the issue of the dunya and the issue of the year after. The maslah, the good, it aims in improving. It aims in improving human beings and rectifying it from the mistakes. So that is that in as far as the poem is concerned, which I explained before embarking on the virtues, because I want people to know what is a virtue. A virtue is something which will inspire you. A virtue is like a fruit which you harvest. Virtues, when we talk about the virtues of knowledge, they say that knowledge is like a garden. So when we talk about virtues, we are talking about the fruits which you get there and there when you studied knowledge. The fruits which you get there and there. You won't harvest tomorrow. That is the only field you plant now and you harvest now. Respected viewers of Madani Channel, let us now try to listen to the virtues of knowledge. And first of all, before I start, let me say, al-ilm, knowledge, that is the thing in this dunya whereby you plant it now and you harvest there and there. If you plant a tree in the orchard, you will harvest after some time, but knowledge you harvest there and there. And beans, a bean flower, a bean plant rather. If you plant beans will come out. Okay, when it starts to come out, that bean, that sheath which contains the knob of the beans inside, the knob will be inside. That is the knob of the beans that will be inside. Right. The more it starts to grow, that is the sheath with the knobs of the bean inside, it will start to bend. It will start to bend. The more it grows, it starts to bend. That's the bean or the peas. Rather, let's put also peas is the same. Why? They say that it is the example of somebody with knowledge. The more you start knowledge, the more you start to bend. It does not mean that you start to move bending, no. It means that the more you study knowledge, the more humble you become. It will make you humble. It will change you. The effect of knowledge, you feel it yourself before people start to feel it. That is some of the virtues of knowledge. Imam Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu said that kafa bil ilm sharafa, enough to mention the virtue of ilm, enough to mention as a virtue, goodness, the fadl of knowledge. Number 1, I want to start with the Quran, but let me just, this is the saying of Imam Ali, let me make it as a curtain raiser. It's a curtain raiser because I want to start with the Quran. The most important is that we start with the Quran, then the ahadith. From the ahadith, we go to the sayings of the Sahaba. From the saying of the Sahaba, we go to the Tabi'in, from our Imam, from our leaders, our pious predecessors. Then we start to quote the shi'r, the poems, the literature, trying to support whatever we say. But the first must be Quran. But this one, I'm not starting with it only. It's only that it's a curtain raiser. He said, Imam Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, kafa bil ilmi sharafa. Ilm is enough to mention as a virtue. Ayyadda'ihi man lam yuhsinu. That even an ignorant man, he claimed to be knowledgeable. He claimed. Those people who does not even perfect it, they want to be called also scholars. Those people who are not scholars, they want to be called scholars. Yeah. If you say to an ignorant man that you are a scholar, you find they'll make their chest, they'll protrude out their chest in pride. وَكَفَى بِالْجَهَلِ ذَمَّ. It's sufficient enough to mention ignorance, that it is despised. أَيَّتَبَرَّأَ مَنْ كَانَ فِيهِ. That the one who is ignorant will try to defend himself from that name. Nobody who is ignorant wants to take that name. Imam Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, just such wisdom from him. Now, inshallah, we are going to now to listen to the verses of the Quran. May Allah Rabbul Izzat wal Jalal make us to pay attention, and may He make us from those people, when they listen something, they diarize it, they memorize it. Don't wait for tomorrow, because these verses which I'm going to give here, I'm going to give you reference, the reference from the verse, which surah is it, which verse it is. Some hadith also give you which book is that hadith found, or hadith number what, with the publication of that book. Most of the books, Maktabatul Madina. Rabbul Izzat wal Jalal is saying in Surah Al-Imran, that is the name of the surah, Shahida Allahu annahu la ilaha illahu wal malaikatu wa ulul ilmi qa'iman bil qisti la ilaha illa huwa al-azizul hakim. Respected viewers of Madani Channel, that is the verse which we are going to start with in the next episode. We are going to focus only on it. On the next episode, we are going to explain this verse. We are going to try to clarify some Arabic terms, and we are going to check it and try to explain to it, because in this verse, there are many sub-minor virtues of knowledge which we can derive. Only from this verse, we can derive a lot of virtues from the fact that Allah Rabbul Izzat wal Jalal made the people of knowledge to be witness. We can derive many things. That is a verse which can make you to wake up, to show the importance of how knowledge it is, the importance of knowledge. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put the people of knowledge in the picture when He was talking about the importance of the fact that there is none worthy of worship. Okay, there are some many sub-virtues which we are going to derive from this verse. Number one, istishhaduhum duna ghayrihim min al-bashar. Allah Rabbul Izzat wal Jalal selected only the ulama for this witness. Only them. Not the worshippers. Not the people who give zakah. Not the people who go to Hajj. Only the scholars. Al-ulama'u. Only these people of knowledge. And when we are talking about al-ulama'u, I'm not talking about the al-ulama'ul tibbi. We are only talking about the Islamic scholars. Because you find that in this verse, it's a proof also that when you talk about knowledge which Allah refers to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what is the witness are they bearing unto? What is the witness which this malaika, which Rabbul Izzat wal Jalal, which the people of knowledge are bearing witness to? They are bearing witness to that there is none worth of worship besides Allah. That is the knowledge which they have got. The knowledge, the ma'arifa of Allah Rabbul Izzat wal Jalal. Of course, the ma'arifa of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is there. Yani al-muqaddar, it's mafhum. Because we know that the kalima indana, according to us, Al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah, we all the Muslim, bil-ijma', is La ilaha illallahu Muhammadu Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. With this part of the verse, we are going to stop there. Inshallah, in the next episode, we are going to start exactly with this verse, because I'm not yet done in explaining and expounding what this verse contains for the students of knowledge, what this verse contains for those who aspire to be the students of knowledge. It is my wish that starting from now, that all of the viewers of Madani Channel, if we become the students, the journey of 1,000 miles, it starts with one step. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad.
The path of knowledge is the way to Jannah. The path of knowledge is the way to Jannah.